Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about pulling motions. So a lot of back exercises. So we're going to talk about two different pulling motions. We're going to talk about vertical pulling and lateral pulling. So first off, we're going to talk about lateral pulling. So this is like a band row that we do or a TRX row. So the first thing that we want to talk about again is bracing through that core. So what we'll do if we use a band is we're going to pull the band backwards, brace that body so that core is tight. From there, you're going to keep those shoulders back and down. So they're nice and packed so that we're not getting that dislocated feeling, so that it's nice and controlled into that shoulder. From here, we're going to pull as we squeeze those shoulder blades together. So I almost want you to think about a rope tied to your elbows. So if there's a rope tied to that elbow, that's what's pulling us back. So we're squeezing those shoulder blades and then we're letting it come back. So we're not letting it dislocate those shoulders, keeping those shoulders down and back the whole time, keeping a little tension, and then we're just pulling, get that good squeeze, hold it for a second, and we'll let it back. Get that good squeeze, come back out. So it's almost like you're going to get a little pop in your chest. As that chest is up, those shoulders come back, and we're just going to squeeze those shoulders together. So again, squeezing shoulders together, almost like you're pinching a pencil between those shoulder blades. So then we can do the same thing with the TRX. So with the TRX, you can control the difficulty. So the lower you stand, the more difficult the exercise is. The taller you are, the easier it is. So gravity, good old gravity. So from here, we're gonna have our toes up. We're gonna keep that body nice and tight. So you're gonna keep your core tight and butt tight. So that helps to keep your body nice and straight. Again, same thing, our shoulders are back, down and packed. So we're not letting it droop down and wrinkle shoulders out. They're nice, back and packed. From here, again, pulling through the elbows. So we're squeezing those elbows as we pull ourselves up, keeping those wrists nice and straight. So common mistakes we really see a lot in the gym is people are almost trying to get too far back. So you're almost pulling the wrist to try to pull ourselves back. And that's just going to cause some wrist discomfort, and it's not going to feel really good because you're going to use most of your arm. So keeping those shoulders back, nice and tall with the chest, pulling up, squeeze those shoulders together, and then letting ourselves down. So it's a nice controlled motion. The wrists are staying nice and straight because all the power is coming from the lat. So we're really pulling from that back, getting that good squeeze in those shoulder blades. So one thing that we really want to work on is focus on pulling through that back muscle. So you get that good squeeze into the back. So that's really going to help with your pull-ups and some of your fit ranks testing once we get to higher levels as well. So the more you can get that pull through the lat and getting that back working, the stronger you're going to be, so the easier your reps are going to be. The second one is going to be more vertical pulling. So that's where we use the bands from the top of the rack. So from here we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to come down onto one knee. So same thing, we're not letting the rope pull our arms up. We're keeping those shoulders back and down. So our chest continues to face the bar. So from here, same thing. Elbows is what starts the motion. So we're pulling those elbows back, squeezing our shoulder blades together, almost envisioning ourselves pulling up to the bar. So we're pulling ourselves up to the bar, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and controlling on the descent. So we're not letting it take you. We're almost leaning back slightly, getting that good pull, squeezing those shoulder blades together. So that's the easiest version. The next version we're going to do is the pull-up. So you can either use a band around here, put your knee around to kind of help a little bit. The biggest thing with a pull-up is, again, getting that lat. So think about almost arching your chest to the bar. So you can use whatever grip you want. Wide grip's going to hit more outside of the back. Closer grip or underhand, it's going to use a little bit more arms. So depending on how strong your arms are, some people find that the underhand grip for the pull-up is a chin-up is easier to do rather than the wide outside. So play with the grips to find what works best, but it's good to get a variety into your training as well. So if you're going wide to the outside, you're almost going to squeeze that butt together. So that's going to bring the hips forward, which has your chest pointing at the bar. So that's going to allow a better angle for you to pull at. So from here, we're pulling the chest to the bar instead of having our body right under the bar and trying just to pull ourselves up here and then reach with the neck. So that's going to put a lot more strain on the shoulders. where we want to get more into that back. So if you have, think about your chest pointing at the bar. From here, we can just pull ourselves up, get that head over the bar, let it back down, and then you can pull it right up again. So again, that's the wide grip. You can do the same thing with the underhand grip. So think about pointing that chest, keeping those glutes squeezed tight, and then keeping that core braced as we're pulling ourselves up, and then we're gonna let it right back down. So that's it for basically the pulling motions. Biggest thing with the pulling motions is focusing on keeping that core tight and the shoulders back and down. So the elbow is what's doing all that pulling's coming from the elbow. So go slow until you get the motion, and then you can really feel that lat working. So that's it for pulling for today. Keep focusing on your nutrition with the challenge. We're getting close to the end. Really excited to see what your results are like. If you have any questions, let your trainer know. Okay, take care.